Hey YouTube, how is it going today? In this video, I want to talk about Globalstar, ticker symbol GSAT. It's looking like the Reddit crew might be getting a hold of this one next, so I want to show you what I am seeing. And then after that, I have some other nice looking swing trading charts that I want to show you as well. Now, if you're new to my channel, I've been trading and investing for over 20 years, and in every video, I'll show you some of the potential trades and investments that I see setting up. So if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any future trading or investing ideas. And I also have a Patreon group, so if you would like to be a part of our community and see what we are buying and selling in real time, that link is in the description. Well, one of the main reasons that I like Globalstar at the moment is if you go on apewisdom.io, you can see that Globalstar is one of the more talked about stocks on Reddit. This website tracks the stocks that are being talked about on Reddit in the past 24 hours. You can see that right up here. And we can see that Globalstar is coming in at number 8, and it is up 1,059 positions just in the last 24 hours. You can see how the trend is going up right here. So it looks like this one could be in play for the next couple of days or so. So that is definitely one of the main reasons that I want to get into the stock. And the next one is because of the chart pattern, and let's get into that right now. All right, well, before I get into the chart, I just want to state the obvious and say that I am not a financial advisor. All of this is just my opinion. Please do all of your own research before investing in anything you see in my videos. I don't know the future. I'm just trying to show you some of the best trading opportunities that I see setting up right now. All I ask in return is if you gently tap that smash button for me and help me out with the YouTube algorithm. But with all that being said, let's get into this daily chart of Globalstar Incorporated, ticker symbol GSAT. And even before I saw that information on apewisdom.io, I was already liking this chart pattern. I've been watching this stock for several weeks, and it is making a very nice rounded bottom at the moment. We can see this thing has been going sideways since about early March or so. Had this very nice false breakdown with a huge reversal back into the consolidation range, and now it is starting to round up and take off. Now, I don't own this stock now. I don't own any options. I tried to buy some options earlier today. I tried to finesse them a little bit, and the stock started taking off without me. I actually tried buying some when the stock was around $1.55 or so. Tried to buy the $3 options at about a nickel a piece, but it never came down to my price. It actually took off. If I would have just paid the ask, I probably would have been up more than double already. But let's go to the intraday chart. Let me show you what I was looking at. Once the stock pulled back into the low 50s and started to rebound a little bit, I put in my order, but this thing just took off without me. It looks like it's starting to pull back as I'm making this video. I don't know if I'm going to end up getting into this. I probably am going to end up, chasing it a little bit and paying a little bit of a higher price. I shouldn't have been cheap when it was pulling back earlier, but hey, that's how it goes. I don't know the future. I thought I could get in at a lower price. Didn't work out so far, but because of the information that I told you about and because of this chart, I think I'm definitely going to probably pay up a little bit and take a shot on this one. This is a more speculative play, even though I do love this chart pattern. So it's probably going to be a smaller position than normal. But if we look at how this chart pattern is shaping out right now, we can see the lows are rising into this resistance zone, and it looks like it could finally be breaking out of it right now. And all those Reddit traders is probably just what the doctor ordered for it to blast through this resistance area right around $1, call it $1.70 to about $1.80 or so. But man, just an absolutely beautiful chart pattern. Looks like it's going to be putting a lot of pressure on this resistance area and be pushing through it. It's definitely worth me taking a shot on it. And actually, let's go to the weekly chart. Look at the longer term chart on this one, and we can see it looks even better on the weekly time frame. Let me get rid of this green box real quick. We can see it made a clearly defined bottom back in mid-April, has been rising up ever since, had 2 really quiet days as it was still, or 2 quiet weeks, I should say. This is the weekly chart. But 2 quiet bars, and then we're getting this explosion out of it, and that's exactly what you want to see. You want to see a little bit of quiet consolidation before it takes off. That usually makes the move a little bit more sustainable. But man, just going back to that daily chart, just an absolutely beautiful looking chart pattern at the moment, and I'm going to take a shot, especially when you see all of this volume that is pouring in right now. I don't know if I'm going to get into some shares or get into some options. If the options still stay pretty expensive and don't come down, I might just end up grabbing some shares. But I wanted to share this chart pattern with you guys and the information that I found earlier, just to show you this could be a decent trade going forward. All right, well, before I close out the video, I just want to show you a couple other nice looking charts that could present some pretty decent swing trading opportunities. The first one I want to show you is Interdigital Communications, ticker symbol IDCC. This one has been pulling back from roughly $86 a share all the way down to $74.25 a share as I'm making this recording. It is pulling back into this 50-period simple moving average, this blue line on the chart. And as we can see, the last 3 times it came down to that moving average. We had some bounces with the last time that it touched it before today had a very nice bounce. And then when you look at this previous consolidation that it had back in April, that should also offer some support as well. So when you take in these factors that it is oversold, it is due for a bounce, it's pulling back into the support area, and it's also pulling back into that 50-period simple moving average, this gives you a better than average probability that we could get a bounce up in the next couple of days to couple of weeks for sure. And one thing I also like to look at when I'm looking at these swing trades is I like to go to the weekly chart and see how the long-term trend is shaping out. And as we can see, the IDCC is definitely still in that uptrend. So if you want to play swing trades in the market, your job is to buy every single decline in an uptrend. The only thing you have to answer is when. So I like to look for areas in the chart where there's a high probability of a bounce, and there is definitely one in IDCC. You can see we have 3 straight weeks of a pullback, and it's pulling back into this support area. So I think this is as good a time as any to be taking a position in IDCC. I actually don't have a position in this just yet. I was looking at the options, and they look like they're rather thinly traded. Actually, let me go back to the daily chart. You can see that this stock is also thinly traded as well. Only 136,000 shares traded so far in the day. So this is one where you're going to have to expect some, wider bid-ask spreads just because there's not a ton of volume in this stock. So you have to take that into account. And when that happens, when that is the case, when I'm trying to trade a stock, I usually just take a little bit of a smaller position than normal because if it really starts going against you and there's not a whole lot of volume, that it can really run a long way. So you have to protect yourself in that situation. All right, the next one I want to show you is IRDM. This one is making a very nice rounded bottom formation. I don't think I've talked about this one on the channel before, but I have been watching it for a couple of weeks now. We can see every time it gets down into the mid-30s, you have a pretty strong reversal. Let me see if I can get this to work. There we go. And you can see it also had a big reversal off of a false breakdown, which I love to see in those rounded bottoms. If you are familiar with my channel, you're probably tired of me talking about it, but I think that is a very important ingredient in these rounded bottom formations before they take off. You want to have like one little false breakdown to kick out the weakest hands before it can start taking off. And we can see it is starting to put pressure on that resistance area right around $42 a share, and it just continues to climb up these moving averages. It had a reversal down back into that purple line, the 21-period exponential moving average, but an immediate reversal, and it is just continuing to melt up. So this is one that I definitely have on my radar, and if this thing breaks through 42, I'm probably definitely going to grab some of this one because just a very nice looking chart pattern. Actually, let me get these little circles out of the way real quick here. But just an absolutely beautiful looking triangle consolidation at the moment. I think it is just going to be breaking through this any time now. Actually, let's go to the weekly chart, take a look at the longer time frame. Let me get these out of here. and we can see it is definitely starting to round up. So just looks like a healthy pullback in a long-term uptrend, and it's starting to round up and get above all of those moving averages. So it is pretty close to a buy area already, but I wanted to show you this one because it looks like it could be breaking out soon.
All right, guys, well, that's all I have for this video, so I'm going to end it right there. But if you have any questions about any of these stocks, or if you have any other stocks you want me to take a look at, please leave them down there in the comment section. I will get to them as soon as I can. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching my video all the way to the end, guys, and until next time, take care.